Hey yogis, welcome to class. I'm Sarah and I'm going to guide you through a short flow focusing on shoulder mobility and working up towards Pinchamayurasana forearm stand. So let's start on all fours. Coming to all fours, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and let's gently just do some cat-cows. So arching the back, breathe in. Exhale, round the spine, push the floor away. On your inhale, I want you to almost feel like dragging action through the fingertips, through the shoulders. So pull the shoulders back towards hips. Hey, Toffee. Exhale, push the floor away, chin to chest. So protract. Inhale, arch, draw the tummy in, back body integration, back body strength. Exhale, round. Let's do one more, breathing in. And breathing out. Now to activate the triceps, come to neutral spine. Send your hands about 2 inches further forward. Roll the inner creases of the elbows forward. Roll the triceps backwards. Let's come into a cow pose through the back. So we're arching the back here. But notice we're not letting the tummy just drop out. We're pulling the tummy in, so we're keeping super strong. On your inhale, start to hover. So lowering the elbows down till they're hovering about an inch off the floor. Drag forward with the fingertips with the shoulders. And exhale, lift. This should feel quite intense. Inhale, lower. And lift. Let's do 5 more. Inhale, lower. And lift. Keep trying to squeeze your elbows towards one another. Lower, drag, pull through, look forward. Lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower. And lift. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Awesome. Now from here, we're going to come forward. So push your hips forward. Half chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, half chaturanga. Keep looking forward. Inhale, push, protract. Exhale, half chaturanga. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now inhale, straighten the arms. Send your bum back towards your heels, keeping your toes tucked. Active child's pose. Roll your biceps up, roll your triceps down, hovering the elbows an inch off the floor like we were just doing. And then pull yourself through, arching the back into your upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Exhale. Inhale, let's ripple forward to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, elbows bend. We're going to do that again. Let's straighten the arms, hips back. So keeping it flowing, come through into your upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Now from here, roll your biceps forward, roll your triceps backwards, protract. So move and separate the shoulder blades away from one another. When we go upside down into our inversions, we really want to try and find that wrapping around of the shoulder blades around the side of the body, stabilizing through the shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale to tiptoes. Exhale, tiptoe your feet towards your hands. Place your feet down behind your wrists. Grab opposite elbows and just let everything hang heavy. Stretching it through the back of the body. Let your face relax. Let your head soften. And then let your hands drop down. Breathe in. Exhale. Rolling all the way up to standing. Breathe in. Sweeping your hands all the way high to the sky. And exhale. Right hand drops down. Lean to the right. Side body stretch. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, switch. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Lean into the toes. Exhale, plant the palms, step, float back, chaturanga. Come back to plank. Hips back, child's pose. Pull through into upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Amazing. Now from here, look forward, hover your elbows an inch off the floor, turbo dog. Squeeze your elbows in towards one another. Drag with your fingertips. Keep protracting through the shoulder blades for 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Inhale to tiptoe, straighten the arms, look forward, bend your knees, step, hop, float, feet to hands. Halfway lift, flat back, strengthening through the back of the body. Exhale, forward fold, chin to chest. Inhale, arms high, gaze up, lengthen, grow tall, navel to spine. Exhale, lean to the right, side body stretch. Inhale, rise, and switch. Inhale, rise up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, again breathe in, drag with the shoulder blades. Plant the palms, step, float, chaturanga. Back to plank. Either child's pose or hovering child's with the knees a little bit off the floor. Pull yourself through again into upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg high to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose. Stay forward, knee drops down to the ground. And lift it up. Lower. And lift. Let's do one more, lower. And lift. Place the right foot down between the hands, back knee drops. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, squeeze your inner thighs. Pull your right thigh in towards your tummy. Stay here for 3. Shoulder blades draw back and down. 2. And 1. Amazing. Then send your hips back. Fold over the right leg. Ardha Hanuman. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale. Inner thigh activation is super important when you try and kick up to an inversion. So when we're here with our hands and our feet on the ground, we're still trying to find that engagement. So bring your awareness to your inner thighs, squeeze them, pull your right toes back towards your shin. One more breath. Amazing. Walk your hands in, framing the right shin. Point through your toes. Now let's try and lift that right foot off the floor for 5. 4, can you send it a little bit higher? 3. Super strong through the core, 2. And 1. Amazing. Right foot down, bend your knee, step back into your plank. Elbows bend, chaturanga. Back to plank. Hips back. Pull through into upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Amazing. Inhale, left leg lifts. Knee to chest. Lower. And lift. Lower. So really trying to strengthen through the psoas. Pull that thigh high into the tummy. Let's do it again. Lower. And lift. Keeping the leg high. Bring the left foot forward and place it down. Amazing. Right knee drops. So we're looking for that connection again. Thigh and tummy. Squeezing inner thighs, pulling the right hip further forward. Now notice your shoulders, notice your back body. We want to keep them active, we want to keep them engaged. So pull the shoulders down the back, try and drag your chest through. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more. Keep integrating and activating through the back. So inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Shoulder blades pull down. Amazing. Now from here, we start to send your hips back. Straightening through that left leg, flex the ankle, breathe in, navel draws in. And fold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push your left heel down into the floor. Try and drag your left hip, or left thigh rather, back into the hip socket. And again, remembering that inner thigh activation. So strong through your mullah, your core, your root. Pulling everything in towards the midline, creating that stability. 1 more breath. Amazing. Then we're going to walk our hands back in again. Frame the left leg. Strengthen through the thigh. Point the toes. Lift the foot as high as you can. So breathe in. And lift. We're holding it here. Plug the thigh. 4. Push through the shoulders for 3. 2. And 1. Amazing. Bring the foot down, hands down, step back into your plank. Chaturanga. Plank. Hovering childs or normal childs. Biceps roll up, triceps down. It's almost you're taking it through a turbo dog into an upward facing dog. Downward dog. Amazing. Look forward again. Breathe in. Elbows come all the way down to the ground this time. Walk your feet in. Try and get your heels down, but no stress if they're not there. Push your chest back towards your thighs. Protract. So when I say protract, the feeling is like you're trying to broaden through your upper back. The shoulder blades are moving away from one another, and then push to elevate. It's almost like you're trying to hollow out your armpits for 3, 2, 1. Let's drop our knees down. Come into puppy pose. Fingertips reach towards the front corners of the mat. Let your chest and chin drop down. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2. Keep pressing the fingertips down so it's active and it's engaged and strong. And 1. Walk your hands in. Let's come into a forearm plank. And here we just really want to fire up our core. So when it comes to going upside down into inversions, there's a lot going on. And when you go upside down, it can get a bit confusing. So we're really trying to set ourselves up here, building our strength and our mobility in our shoulders, activating and firing up our core, lengthening our hamstrings, but also activating our hip flexors. Because when we kick up in a moment, the top leg is going to almost act like an accelerator, but the bottom leg acts like a brake. So we need to hug that thigh into the tummy. So now let's walk our feet in. You choose your hand variation. I prefer palms flat. Maybe you like hands clasped. Let's send our right leg up, squeeze in our thighs. Gentle bounces off the left leg, hugging the left thigh into the tummy and the heel towards the bum. So rather than swinging the top leg, we bounce off the bottom leg, heel to bum, and just see what happens. Remember, the top leg has to go over, but then the bottom leg acts like a brake, hugging it in. We're here for 3. You can always use a wall to kick up. 2, 1, and slowly bring it down. Let's take a moment. Child's pose. Recognizing your breath. Recognizing your heart rate and trying to slow it down. Then from here, we're going to go again, other side. So set yourself up. Elbows underneath shoulders, no wider. The elbows try and draw in towards one another, which helps you find that wrapping around and that protraction of the shoulder blade. We come into our dolphin. We try and walk your feet in as much as you can, because the more you walk your feet in, your hips are already pretty stacked. They're closer to where they need to be, so then you don't need to rely on as much momentum. Left leg up, bouncing off the right. Hug the right thigh into the tummy. Push your chest towards the back. Squeeze your inner thighs here. Find that stability and point through the toes. Breathe. And then slowly over time, you can start to drop the gaze. Maybe come up straight. And just trying to find that sense of calmness even when you're upside down. And then slowly we come down with control. Again, come to child's pose. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then slowly roll up. Well done, guys. And just a little gentle stretch to counter. Reach your arms forward. Bring your right arm across the body. And left hand just pulls it in place, stretching out through the shoulder. And then release and switch. So left arm reaches forward. With your right arm, draw the left arm across the body. and release. And then let's swing our legs out in front and just do a gentle forward fold. So move your glutes out of the way. Navel draws in. Inhale, reach forward, grab hold of the feet and fold it down. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then slowly rising up. Come to lay down, spending some time in your Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining me, guys, and I hope to see you again soon.